Like and subscribe, The Facts Drone.
Derrick Henry was so good against the Bills, he almost made Lamar Jackson curse on air. When the lights are brightest, the stars are supposed to shine, and on Sunday night against the Buffalo Bills, Baltimore Ravens running back Derrick Henry wasn't just shining. He was downright incandescent. The Ravens' powerhouse had fans, and even his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, searching for words after a spectacular display on the ground during the primetime face-off. Henry, whose legs seemed to churn out record-breaking runs as easily as a printer spits out paper, was a force of nature against a Bills defense that seemed poised on paper to contain him. Poised, that is, until the game actually started. Henry's performance was highlighted by an 87-yard touchdown run that not only left defenders grasping at air, but also set a new franchise record for the longest rushing touchdown in Ravens history. Lamar Jackson almost curses on air when discussing Derrick Henry. Henry's stat line by the end of the night read like a Madden game on rookie mode. 24 carries for 199 yards and a touchdown. But it wasn't just the numbers. It was the way he racked them up, bulldozing through tackles, sprinting past linebackers, and seemingly bending the laws of physics to his iron will. Lamar Jackson, the previous longest rushing touchdown record holder, couldn't help but react during a post-game chat with NBC's Melissa Stark. I almost cursed. I don't know, man, he's different. You've seen him. He started pulling away from guys. He just, man, that's King Henry, man, King Henry, Jackson said, laughing off his near slip. If that isn't a testament to Henry's breakneck pace and game-breaking ability, what is? The Bills, coming off a significant win against the Jacksonville Jaguars, were expected to put up a stiffer challenge. However, by the time the fourth quarter rolled around, the narrative had shifted from a test of wills to a showcase of Henry's gridiron dominance. With the Ravens steamrolling to a 35-10 victory, the night firmly belonged to Baltimore and its new titan of the turf. The discussion of the NFL's elite running backs often circles around names known for their consistency and flash. Still, performances like this one from Derrick Henry force a rewrite of that conversation. His blend of size, speed, and sheer force is a rare commodity in the league, turning heads and, as Jackson can attest, almost inducing curses from those who play alongside him. As the Baltimore Ravens look ahead, the synergy between Jackson and Henry poses a promising threat to any team. With Henry in the backfield, resetting records and redefining expectations, Baltimore's offense has a multidimensional edge that will be hard to blunt. And as for the Bills, this game will be one to learn from, a stark reminder that when King Henry takes the field, all bets are off. Let's see last 10 minutes some rough highlight Buffalo Bills versus Baltimore Ravens.
Bills get that incompletion.
You know, I know you're the hostess with the mostest at the Olympics, but are you going to call the flag football games?
I don't know. Are you asking me to?
Yes.
Maybe you can show up there. Get you to come to the Olympics and work.
You don't know that.
Second and 10 after the incompletion. They'll go to Hill on the left. Pass to Lamar Hamlin. Gain of 3 yards. Taking some offense here. Teach me something.
This is something we've been doing in football for a long time. Look at the old Notre Dame. What do? They're going to pull everybody around and lead up and through and take a little butt out there. And Washington, whatever their last name was at the time, the Hogs are going to go around the edge, and John Riggins getting it done. And now this time, they're going every different direction. The offensive linemen are going to the left. Running back goes up the middle. Lamar Jackson and the wide receivers and tight ends go the other way. How you can figure that out, I have no idea with these two athletes running the football.
It's Henry trying to stretch it out there. He'll get popped right around midfield. Stop for no gain. It'll bring up fourth down. So what you're telling me is there aren't new ideas. They're just new ways to do all the old ideas.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. And then Todd Monken up there. Of course, a lot of this stuff does come out of the college game. And, you know, you just wonder, it works so well with Lamar. You know, how long is it going to be until we start to see more people take that chance and convert But remember how gutsy it was for the Ravens to sort of step away from a traditional offense and know they had to build a team that could keep up with Lamar. And what he wanted to do, playing quarterback, they did that. Ozzie Newsome, John Harbaugh, and it worked.
Derrick DeCosta now picked the
Missed snap away from maybe coming back and winning that one.
They have a new quarterback. It's Mitch Trubisky in. Ray Davis with the carry. Does not go very far there. So Josh Allen done for the night. They turn to former number 2 pick in the 2017 draft. The year before, Allen was drafted, taken by the Bears. And just speaking of the Steelers, that's where Trubisky has been the last couple of years. And now back in Orchard Park, his second stint as Josh Allen's backup in 2021. From his own end zone, goes it out to Curtis Samuel. The open field tackle by a guy Chris brought up earlier, Darius Washington.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I really do. He's just the guy that can play every position out there. He plays safety, slot, corner. He can do whatever you want. He's been fantastic in coverage. And I tell you, I always felt a little bit sorry for Mitch Trubisky. Yeah, he was the second pick. It didn't go great with the Bears. Whatever, he did make a Pro Bowl. But his greatest sin was that Patrick Mahomes was taken 10th in that same draft, right? And that will never be forgotten.
Trubisky now 30 years old, 3rd and 12. And sideline flip. Nate Wiggins has second chance at his first interception. Let one go through his hands earlier. Does it again.
And what did Darius Washington say to him? Like, dude, if you're going to drop it, just let it go. I'm standing right behind you. I had a walk-in touchdown here. Watch this. Right through his hands, and Washington said, oh, just tip it this way.
You think Nate's going to do some time on the jugs machine this week?
Oh, not good.
2 chances at first pick. Sam Martin from his own end zone. Hardy from the 45. Nice open field tackle.
Quick out there, even on a field with all these really quick guys, Lamar Jackson and company, it still looks quick. But tonight, I think the offensive line of the Ravens probably deserves the most attention. They really have gotten it done when they've had to be shuffled completely for this game.
New quarterback Josh Johnson in. Derrick Henry remains in. He runs left and gains 2 or 3 yards as he continues to close in on that 200-yard mark. Josh Johnson, 38 years old. I like to refer to Josh Johnson as America's number 2 quarterback. He's been everywhere. If he has a jersey from every place he's been, he needs the greatest man cave of all time because of the number of places he's played. But Chris, every place he shows up, they rave about him.
Yeah, but 14 different teams and 4 different leagues. I mean, he's been in the NFL, UFL, AAF, XFL. That's a pretty good record. I don't think that one's getting broken.
No doubt.
180. What's that?
Trying to get Henry those yards. Doesn't do it. They'll bring up second down. So Josh Johnson.
B1.
Will be week 12 for the Chargers and Ravens.
What's that?
Henry with 199 yards rushing. And he gains 1 receiving. It doesn't help in the quest for 200. And that'll be a 3 and out for the Ravens, and they will punt the ball away.
The Ravens just don't know how to sell a really good television moment, do they?
I tried. I got the guys here who've had more 200-yard games. He's tied with.
I saw you working
sitting right
on
here.
Over there.
Adrian Peterson, O.J. Simpson. Note sitting right here. Put it right back over there. There you go. Ravens next week start a run in the division. 4 division games next 7 weeks coming up. Baltimore. Stout gets rid of it. Tough to catch for Codrington, but I think it hit Tylan Wallace as that whirly bird was going out of bounds.
Did you see that punt?
Yeah. Ravens kickers have always specialized in those very different drops and different kicks. Remember, Sam Cooke was here forever.
That thing was spinning sideways. I've seen spirals, end over ends. That one was spinning sideways.
Fair catch interference, number 16 of the kicking team. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, Buffalo.
Tylan Wallace got in the way of it as Brandon Codrington was going to catch it.
Yeah, I don't think Codrington knew where it was going either.
It's fine. Fine that it happened that way. So I mentioned in the division here coming up for a little bit, it's the Bengals. Then the Commanders come in here. How about Washington? We'll talk about them in a second. But then at the Bucks, Browns, Broncos. Congratulations to Sean Payton and company getting a couple of wins here. Since these AFC North games, always tough. We're coming up as this carry by Ray Davis gains about 8 yards. Washington, how impressive were they here one more time?
We had a good time meeting Jaden Daniels, didn't we?
It was our preseason game when we saw Washington. We walked out impressed, right? Remember sitting there and just walking out? That guy's got it.
The closest comparison I had when studying him for the draft was Lamar.
Really?
Yeah, I think he plays the game, and it's an unusual position that somebody that can run the way that those two guys can run, and we've seen it throughout their college career, but they are pocket passers, and that's where they want to live, and they want to develop as pocket passers, which is still the most dangerous place you can be as a quarterback because you're standing in the middle of the field and you can throw it 60 yards down the field, 53 and a third yards wide. That's the most square footage that you can come up with. And those two guys, and they're right here next to each other, pretty amazing.
Early reports after that one. First down run here for Ray Davis. AFC North, as usual, it's going to be a fight. It always is. You don't count anybody out. The division games are tough. There's something about this Ravens team. They're building towards something really, really good.
A little bit like Washington, we just talked about. And you go, okay, they're here now, and this is really good, but they're just still figuring this whole thing out. But I was thinking about the NFC. I grabbed the standings here. Who would have had Washington, Minnesota, Tampa, and Seattle as your division leaders in the NFC?
Oh, you didn't see my text to you before the season started?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, you're known for that.
That is amazing. It's a great pull to look at that after the first. Chevrolet postgame is moments away. Melissa's going to speak with the stars of the game, and we'll look ahead to next Sunday. The Cowboys and the Steelers, a couple of franchises that know Lombardi trophies. Well, John Harbaugh and the Ravens, you just talk how quick things change in the league, right? They're fighting against Dallas there. Dallas is making a fierce comeback. They win the game, and oh man, look back at how close they were in Kansas City. It was just Likely's toe on the end line. In the game, they blew up 10 against the Raiders here. But this is the strongest statement that they've made thus far in 2024.
I really don't know what the answer is to stopping this offense. I mean, we haven't even really seen Zay Flowers get going yet, and you know he's going to have his moments. Bateman's going to have his moments.
Josh, hey, a lot of respect. Love you.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for daily updates.